Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
I'm Marianne behind the camera.
And today, Mare, we are looking at some vintage appliances. We're going to look at cookers, fryers. Some people and some companies call these multi-cookers, but we've got a little bit of a collection of them here at the Cavalcade, so I thought we'd share them with our food friends.
Sounds good.
Sounds good? All right. Well, here they are. So, you know what? One of the hottest appliances, fads, in the past few years have been something called an InstantPot. Have you heard of these? You see them on TV a lot. There's all kinds of cookbooks. They're basically an electric pressure cooker, but they do other things besides pressure cook. You can use them to slow cook, and you can just use them to make all kinds of other little things. And so, of course, before the Instant Pot, you had the crock pot. You remember those, right?
Yes.
But even before the crock pot craze of the 70s, you had these. These were called cooker fryers. If you can see right here, cooker fryer. And basically, these were designed to do two things: cook and fry. So, look at these four here, Mare. These are all fairly similar. If you kind of look at them, you know, the bodies are sort of the same. There was probably a company that made these, and then the different brands put their little labels on it. So like this one's from Sears. Here's one called, look at this, a high fry cooker fryer. Here's one, Roto Broil cooker fryer, okay, and a Roto Broil was like a big rotisserie thing, but they had a cooker fryer. And then here's one, I don't know if there's a brand, it just
Kmart.
says Kmart. Okay, very good. So here's one from Kmart. So what these were is you had a basket for frying. So you could fill this, you know, halfway, 2/3 of the way with oil, and you could bring it to a temperature, and then you would go ahead and have your fry basket, and you'd make anything deep fried that you would deep fry, right? French fries, onion rings, donuts, fish fry, all kinds of fried foods, right? Little croquettes, things like that. So, but if you didn't use it for frying, you could also take the basket out, and you could see you could use it as a cooker. And so many of these had right on the label here, baked beans. Tells you what temperature to set it on and for how long, 6 to 8 hours. Corned beef, spaghetti, pot roast, soups, vegetables, stewed fruit, stewed chicken. And then over here you've got a deep frying menu, chicken, French fried onions, croquettes, I told you, donuts, fish fillets, shrimp, breaded veal chops, fritters, forgot about that, fried potatoes, otherwise known as French fries. Okay? So you could see it goes from off to 150 degrees to 400 degrees. And here there's it's not quite a light, but one of the heating elements you can kind of see glow red through this little thing, so you know that it's heating. But these were all basically, if you really look at them, they're all basically the same, and it was the same idea, that these could be used as an additional pot if you didn't want to cook something on your stovetop. You could make, like I said, your baked beans, soup, all kinds of stuff in here, or you could deep fry. So then you had some of the other manufacturers get in on the game. Now here's two. I like to put these side by side because these are two companies based in Chicago. Sunbeam, of course, everybody knows, and Sunbeam made these for years. This one actually is, if you look, Mayor, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but here at the bottom it says copyright 1952, Sunbeam Corporation. And here you had your setting, okay, for your heat. Again, you had your menu for cooking and for deep frying. Gave you a listing of different things you could make, and then how long in the cooker fryer. So it was the same thing, and here it came with all the accessories, your cord. This is, you could steam in here if you were steaming things, and then of course you had your deep fried basket. Well, Dormeyer, which was also in Chicago, they were often trying to emulate Sunbeam, like with their stand mixers and things like that. Look, when this one still has recipe favorites. Golden delicious deep fries, savory casserole dishes for your Dormeyer automatic electric fry well or deep fry cooker. So I have some deep fryers. That will be another episode we'll just do on deep frying. But these, the thing about these appliances, here's a limited time only on a offer. But the thing about these that was nice is that they did double duty. Okay, I've even used them where I just put water in here, bring it to a boil. I put pasta in the basket, submerge, and then you bring it right out and it drains. Perfect. So you had Dormeyer, Sunbeam, and then look what Sunbeam did when we got into the 70s. Now if I take this away, you can see this is pretty much the same bottom unit. But what Sunbeam did is they got in on the crock pot craze of the 1970s, and you can tell, see this avocado green, Mare?
Yeah.
We remember that color, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. So what you had with the Sunbeam is you had the whole setup. You had the cooker fryer unit. You had a fry basket that you could put in here and you could fry foods. But if you wanted to be hip and modern, you got a ceramic crock that went in here, and now you had a crock pot. Here it is. This is not just a cooker fryer, but you see it says Crocker cooker fryer. So this was like three appliances in one. And here it shows it. That looks kind of like a harvest gold color to me. I'd love to find one in that, but I do have one in the avocado green. So that was sort of, this is sort of the evolution of the Sunbeam cooker fryer. They added the Crocker part later in the 1970s. And then you got our good old friends at Westinghouse. And this is their unit. I love the shape of it. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
It's kind of V-shaped, and it has a dial here with different colors on it. The green, gold, red, depending on where you have it set, and it would light up a different color. But again, you notice that there's something similar about all these where they put right on the front chili, soup, fritters, donuts, shrimp, stew, popcorn, croquettes, roast beef, baked beans. And here you had a nice, the nice part of like the Westinghouse was, look at the shape. You know, it's almost like a bowl. So it made it very easy if you were deep frying to get the oil out of here, and made it a little bit easier to clean. Here's your fry basket. Then you had some sort of, I call these the sort of budget line cooker fryers, okay? Very lightweight, made out of aluminum, kind of thin. But you see, this is what we call a poppy, the color. And this is made by a company called Crown. But even though it's kind of lightweight, it does have a fry basket. And so it is a real cooker fryer like the other ones. But not sure where this was made, although it was made in the United States, it looks like. But here, same thing. You had slow cooker recipes on that side, and you had deep fryer recipes on this side. So there you go. Most of these are the same range. They go up to 400 degrees, which, if you're deep frying, you need temperatures up in that area. Come around the corner, Mir, we got a few more. So these two were made by a company called Muncie. And they were kind of more on the budget side of things. They were not expensive. Here is a one in green. Look at this. This lifts right out. And if you look underneath, you can see it's almost like a hot plate under there. You've got your heating element there. So it heats from the bottom. Here's your insert. You'll notice it's got a spout. So you could pour, right, if you're deep frying, you can pour that fat out of there. And again, cooker or deep fryer, it does double duty. Again, front, cooker recipes, or cooker menu, fryer menu. But look at the control on this number, Mayor. This has got a slide. So you go from off all the way up to 400. So that's kind of a cool little feature, rather than a dial. This is a later Muncie unit. Right here. Still got the instruction manual with it. This one doesn't look like it got a lot of use, but you can see cooker, fryer, steamer. Of course, all of these would steam, actually, but Muncie decided, we're going to tell people this little baby's a steamer, in addition to a cooker and a fryer. And then finally, these are both of these units are from Presto. And we've seen Presto appliances before, haven't we?
Yeah, popcorn poppers.
Yeah, popcorn popper. That's one of their big ones. This is, and of course, Presto makes a thing, I think they still make them, called Fry Daddy.
Yeah.
You ever hear of those?
Yeah.
Yep. So this one is a Presto automatic electric Dutch oven, is what they're calling this. An electric Dutch oven. This is a real heavy gauge aluminum. This thing is heavy. Again, it came with a fry basket. It doesn't have a control on the unit itself, but instead, because this is completely submergible, which is nice, none of these are submergible. The Presto is. You can put this whole thing, it's submersed into sudsy water to clean, which is a very nice feature. So it has because of that, it has a detachable heat control. And then later, they came out with Presto. They got wise to what Sunbeam was doing, and they said, hey, let's give everybody a ceramic crock, because crock pots are all the rage. So now you could make this, put this in here. You've got a slow cooker. Take the ceramic out, and you've got a fry basket, and now it's a deep fryer. Again, submergible. You've got your heat probe here, and here's your little booklet. This they called the Presto Kitchen Kettle. So, a lot of different names, a lot of different styles, but basically, sis, these are all machines that do kind of the same thing. They cook and they fry, depending on really how hot you have the temperature set and how you want to use it. but these were very popular before. A slow cooker, only gets up to 225, 250 degrees maybe, but that's how a slow cooker's supposed to go. Low, slow, right?
Right.
These, you had a variable thermostat, so you could take it to 300, 350, 400 degrees, and you could do a fry job on these if you were so inclined, or you could cook something, you could stew something in here rather than a slow cooker. And a lot of these were on the scene long before the slow cookers were really in vogue into the 70s. So, just another part of the vintage appliance collection here at Cavalcade. Wanted to share this with you. If you like these appliance videos, let me know. And I love doing them. I love sharing the collection with you this way. And subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Sister, thank you for working the camera today.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. And we appreciate our friends hanging out with us and taking a look at this collection of cookers and fryers. So stay well, stay strong, stay safe, and we'll see you again real soon right here on Cavalcade of Food. Bye, everybody.
Bye.